Alright, this is Calibos, and this is Beyond the Skies. For some reason it won't let me, do things. There we go. So I have been working a little bit. You'll notice that we have apparently put 53 more stacks in that than it actually holds. So let me show you what I've been working on. So I have been doing this. So now stuff that we get is automatically going to go into here. Now I've got a lot of things with void upgrades, and I've started putting in emerald upgrades, but we all know how expensive those are. So we'll see how that goes. Collecting loot bags, of course, over here. I actually tried putting these in compacting drawers, and they would not go. So, oh well. I made an ender pouch, which, the recipe is pretty simple. It's this, which clearly we have all of those things. And then I shift right clicked it on this ender chest so that it has the same inventory. So now whenever I want to put something in the system, I can just toss it in the bag and you can see that stuff is appearing and disappearing. I also upgraded these logistical transporters because it was just being a hassle. And one of the reasons that the drawer controller is here as opposed to other places is if I do a scan, it picks up the drawer controller and it picks up all the things in the drawer controller. So that's pretty cool, actually. What I am eventually going to do is I'm going to try and get as many things as possible downstairs. And we're going to set up stuff for like bones and basically mob drops. And then I'm going to automate, the collection of mob stuff. Another thing that I did is you'll notice that I've got the interdiction torch up, and here's why. Let's go make this guy our friend. And now he cannot approach us. So, because I kept having to go into the inventory, this inventory, and I would be here and then teleport down and come up here and teleport up and back and forth and stuff. And I have a jetpack, but I keep forgetting to switch to it. They would walk in front of me, and since sword is, typically the thing that I have out, they would just go all aggressive, and it was really annoying. So what I was looking at is we're going to have to get into the garden cloche issue, which means more immersive engineering. So Bob and Dave have grown up. Oh, that's cool. I like his outfit. That's cool. That is a weird thing. Is that like a tool or something? I don't know. So next step is I still haven't researched whether, how the Valid Village thing works. I mean, down there was pretty much the project that I was doing. So, I'm pretty much trying to empty this stuff out so that, all of it is downstairs. But I have to make a drawer for everything and compacting drawers and stuff. I mean, I can make pistons and stuff, but it's a little bit more work because I now have all my redstone and iron down here. I need to make elevators and stuff, and oh, I've got string. I don't have to do that. We can put this here. Just so that I don't have to use journey map quite as much. So that should do we have ender pearls in here? Ender pearls. Yeah, that's not going to help. Let's go hop downstairs. So that's that's pretty much what I have been doing to this point. Toss those in here. Another thing that I'm probably going to look into, because I mean, we've got all of this done. So I'm going to start doing the chickens. Most of the chicken stuff is going to be done off camera. Like I'll go through and I'll, you know, if you guys really are very excited about it, I will go through and do, you know, a bunch of these on camera. So we've got all the Botania stuff. So we already have access to basically bedrock level for this. This is blood magic, and I'm kind of confident in blood magic. So we're gonna probably do that. I have no idea. So I've got how much yellowite? Yeah, this is. I have 185. 520. Surely I have an iron drawer around here somewhere. Yeah, it'll be much better when I can have all of this iron. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is go through and start making the stuff for some of the big reactor stuff behind the scenes. We'll do all the assembly on camera, but we'll do most of the crafting of like the majority of the components off camera. Like I need to make graphite, which basically is, you know, any kind of coal or charcoal smelted down. So I'm going to smelt just a ton of graphite and stuff. And we're going to finish this room all the way around. And then what I'm probably going to do is take it down a couple of layers. While we're here, let's do the thing that we came here for. There's Eyes of Ender. It's in a compacting drawer, the Ender Pearls. There it is. 1, 2. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. Quest complete. Elevator. Did we have a quest for that? Apparently we have a quest for that. Elevator. Weird. Spawn chicken eggs, because we need those quests. There it is. So we don't have to worry about spawn chickens, so we'll take the epic loot bag. Because we have chickens. Although I'm really hating chickens right now. I really am. They're everywhere. So I'm probably going to make a vacuum hopper or something over there and just have it pipe into the system over here. Maybe hopper hawks or something. Into chests so all the drops get picked up. So we'll see how that goes. I'm also looking at getting into some of these other things. They're not super complicated, but weird. But we can do this. These we're probably going to make as far as when we get our mob spawners, because I think that they're less intensive than fans. I mean, we're not super worried about it. We don't really need this, but we will end up making it. Honestly, we're actually producing ore significantly faster than I think even the top tier one does. Everybody's down on Botania, but I mean, for basically no work, we're getting all these ores. Applied Energistics, I'm definitely going to get into. We don't actually need to do a terribly significant system. We're pretty much going to just pop a thing there and have this to be our external storage, and everything is just going to come into, you know, this. because there's not really a point to making a drive system when this holds everything. And then anything that this doesn't hold, we can just use the RF tools things, and it'll just be cheaper and faster and better. If we had refined storage, then, you know, that would be different, but we don't. So this we're going to get into very late game. We'll probably get into this now. Not now, but after AE. And I hate these, so this is going to be like, by the time we do this, it's going to be silly. So yeah, let's get into a little bit of immersive engineering then. We're going to need to make some garden cloches, because they are a lot better as far as, what is this? They're a lot better as far as coke oven. Okay, where's coke oven? Automating stuff. Where's the coke oven? Does anybody see a coke oven around here somewhere? Like, so requires immersive basics. Okay, so requires fluid transposer and the empower. Fluid transposer. So we have to get into here. This is where we need to be. So we need to get into steam dynamo stuff. I mean, it seems a little silly, kind of backwards for me. Coke oven is kind of a beginning thing, but whatever. So this is approximately, it's a bit too close. Let's see if we can do this a little better. I'm actually going to make I'm actually going to make a wider platform. So 1, 2, and there. So 1 forward, 2 to the right is where we'd like to be. 1 forward, 2 to the right. Can we go through that? Well, we'll worry about it later. I'll do that off camera. If not, I can adjust things. So we're actually going to scan, and we're going to remove this. So all routable inventories. Now you'll see that we're picking up the drawer controller, and all of this stuff is in the drawer controller. So that's going to be super handy. So now we need to make the thermal foundation. Oop, why is that tech tree starting? Whoa, back up, back up, back up. A little tense there. Steam dynamo basic. So we need a steam dynamo. And with thermal foundation, you'll notice it says basic there. They're all basic. So redstone transmission coil. It's going to be silver. Oh my gosh. So, right. I think I actually voided a bunch of my ores on accident. So we'll turn that off. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. So one of the things that I could do is I could have a scanner, no, storage, modular storage. We'll grab one of these. So we can put this here, put the storage into it. Then we need a logistical transporter. We only need a basic one. We'll configure that to pull. And then we're going to pull out some silver. Hopefully we don't. So now we're going to pull the silver out here as it appears. We're going to hop downstairs. We're going to find a... not going to find an empty one. So let's make a piston. So we need a compacting drawer. So we need one stone. How much stone do we have over here? Whee. One compacting drawer. Pop the stone in there. Head down here. Lock it. Now we can turn this on, and it should automatically go into the system. There are faster ways than this casting table. For example, if I did it over here, but this will auto input into the system and we can start processing some of this down. Anyway, what were we looking at before? So, steam dynamo, the thing that we're never intending to use. But we have one. Well, now we have one. Steam dynamo. So we'll take the upgrade kit, pop that in there, pop that in there. This can actually go there. Chicken manure should have a spot. Why is it not going? Oops. Don't tell me it's full. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Sort it later. It's not a big deal. See, this is the problem I'm dealing with. I don't actually think these have a location either. There's another one around here somewhere. Oh, there you are. Do we have any empty slots? We can pop this in here. So yeah, that's been totally a thing. So we have this. Now, next in our glorious quest is the leadstone flux duct. So, let's try that again. Leadstone flux duct. Alright, so now we get the hardened flux ducts, which actually move a lot more power. We're generally okay with that, the power that we're moving now. Machine cores. So we'll need 4 copper gears, 3 redstone coils, and 3 machine frames. Do we not have tin? We don't. Sweet. So let's take some tin ore. Tin, I guess we can get 3. So that's the osmium dust. Boom. And then we need a smelting factory or something, I'm guessing. I know, no attention span. So if we make one of these, I do not know why it keeps trying to energize the smelter. Steel casing. Do we not have steel? Okay, so we have gotten rid of all of our steel accidentally. Osmium. Because I'm good at this stuff. So we need some osmium ingots. Let's cruise over here to this. Let's find some coal. Oh, don't we have the carbon things that we made accidentally? So now let's get some iron. And fusing factory. So this basically gives us carbon. So that's 256. So if we do this, we'll auto sort. Grab some more iron. So theoretically, this should be 128 of these enriched iron. We just feed these through again, and they will become steel. Let's see how this is doing. This is going to be a couple of minutes. What are the problems with producing ores as fast as we do? So we don't need to get into the mechanism quintupling, because mechanism is actually really cool. You can make your ores worth 5 times what they're normally worth. We absolutely don't need to do it. I don't even really need to double my ores. It's just, you know, we're producing them that quickly. So let's go ahead, and one of the things that I do need to worry about is, am I producing the same kind of ore? Like, is it ore dictionary the same? Because I've been having trouble with the ore dictionary thing. You have no idea how much trouble I've been having with the ore dictionary thing, because usually drawers would ore dictionary stuff, but apparently they haven't been, so it's been kind of a hassle. I don't know, maybe that was forever ago and I just don't remember. So that's smelting, so let's go back to thermal foundation, and we need machine frames. So this gives us 1. We don't have machine frames in here. And we're going to need some more gears. Which means more tin. 1 more. There we go. And yeah, super excited about having as many of these things automated as possible. So we're gonna just do this really quick. 1, 2, 3. So that gives us 4 of them because I can totally count. Some of the redstone reception coils. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we have 5 because again I can't count. And then we need some copper gears. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently we now have 5 because I can't count, and I continue to be unable to count. So tin, gold, and iron. We can actually leave some of this for the next episode. I'm hoping, like I said, to finish getting a little bit further as far as storage solutions. So I'm going to expand this. I'm going to make 1,000,000 compacting drawers for all the different kinds of ingots and gems and whatever, and that's pretty much going to be my life. And some of the stuff from the chicken drops, I'm going to have to make void drawers and bring in stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I may actually need to upgrade these. So in case you were wondering, these are actually really simple to make. Here's the recipe. These are the basic ones we were using before, and we made the enriched alloy. You'll recall we just did that with the redstone and the iron. We did that for some of the mechanism crafting. So if we need to, and we need to update them again, we'll do the same recipe up with the reinforced alloy, which is basically just diamonds and this enriched alloy. And we'll probably use these compressed diamonds, because the compressed diamond is 1 diamond and it gives you the value of 8. And while we do have some diamonds around here, 9 blocks, the more efficient we are at the moment, the better we'll be off in the long term. When we get like diamond chickens and stuff like that, or magical crops, it will go faster. And I'll probably need a separate storage for magical crops, the essences anyway. So we may put that all over here. Again, we're going to worry about all of the mess that they're making and clean that stuff up, and just think, all of this is running on this one silly little water wheel. And not only is it all running on this water wheel, I think that oh yeah, we're actually going to have to make more power. Looks like we're actually starting to run out of power. Probably because this enriching factory and this infusing factory are going. But I bet it bucks back up when we do things, or those turn off. So yeah. Anyway, if you like the episode, leave a like. If you don't. Simple as that. Questions, comments, concerns can all go down below in the comment section. If you know how to do what I'm doing but better, and you can adequately describe it, then I will seriously consider it. Videos are probably better if you can find someone who's describing it, and I will totally credit them, if I can remember their names. But yeah, thanks for coming. You guys have a good night.